It was spring break, and I wanted a break from screens and homework. I grabbed my sketchbook and went to the meadow behind my school. The grass was super green, the flowers danced in the wind, and the air smelled sweet. I sat under a tree to draw when I saw something shiny near the woods. It was an egg with green and gold scales. Suddenly, it cracked open, and out came a baby dragon. She had smoky wings, glowing yellow eyes, and tiny horns. I named her Thistlewing. She was soft and sparkly, and she wrapped around my shoulders like a warm scarf. We explored the magical meadow together. The stream was blue, and floating flowers looked like jellyfish. Then, we found a bridge guarded by a big creature made of vines and mud. It growled at us, and Thistlewing growled back. I remembered a rhyme from the singing trees and said it out loud. The creature smiled, bowed, and disappeared. We crossed safely. Just then, two big dragons flew down from the sky. Thistlewing was so happy, she flew to them. They were her family. She looked back at me with love in her eyes. I said goodbye, feeling proud but a little sad. On my way home, I tucked one of her shiny golden scales into my sketchbook. Now I know magic is real. It was the first sunny day of spring, and I went outside to pick flowers for my mom. The sun was shining, birds were singing, and the grass felt soft. I skipped to a big green meadow and saw butterflies dancing. While picking yellow daisies, I found something shiny under a spider web. It was an egg. It cracked open, and a baby duck with purple feathers and sparkly eyes popped out. I named her Violet. She followed me through the meadow with the flowers and bunnies. It felt like magic. But then a big black crow came down to get Violet. I shouted, and Violet puffed up and honked so loud that the crow flew away. She was so brave. Soon, we heard more quacking and saw two big purple ducks. They were Violet's parents. Violet ran to them. I was a little sad, but I knew she was home. I waved goodbye and smiled all the way back to my house. It was a sunny spring afternoon, and I was walking near an old candy factory. The grass there smelled like sugar. Some kids say there's still magic there from when Willy Wonka owned it. I didn't believe it until I saw something wild. In the grass, I found a giant golden egg. It suddenly popped open, pop crackle, and out jumped a bright blue squirrel. He had marshmallow paws and a peppermint tail. I named him Gibber because he talked fast and bounced like crazy. He smelled like vanilla frosting and left sweet sugar dust wherever he went. When it got dark, we started walking through the candy meadow to find his home. But we ran into trouble. Sour gummy goblins were blocking the path. They were grumpy and throwing sour powder everywhere. I gave them some lollipop flowers from my backpack, and they let us pass. At the end of the trail, we found a shiny sugar cave. Inside were Gibber's family, peppermint-tailed squirrels with golden fur. Gibber was so happy. He gave me a chocolate coin and a big hug goodbye. As I walked home, the candy meadow faded, but I still have the chocolate coin. It smells like the sweetest adventure ever.